Yugoslavian rock from the 70s.
I think I showed this one in a contest entry I did. I probably did. This is a band called Time, and this is their 1972 debut album. And the second song on the album is called song number 3. Yeah, by logic, they should have put it at number 3 on the album, but it was actually the third song the band wrote when they got together. And talking about this record, you know, a lot of people, when they talk about Yugoslavian rock, they're like, if this band played in English, sang in English, they would have been huge. They would have been a hit in the States or in the UK, Germany, whatever. But I don't think that's always the case. But if I would recommend an album to anybody from the former Yugoslavia, I would definitely recommend this record. I mean, this is just a fantastic album from 1972. And of course, a lot of albums, high quality classic albums, were released in 72, like Deep Purple's Machine Head or whatever else. And I really do think this album is one of the best albums, at least in Europe, released in that year. So if you wanted, check it out. All songs are sang in, as I said, Yugoslavian band. Songs are sang in Serbian. There's one instrumental here, but just a fantastic record again. If anybody wants to check out Yugoslavian rock and don't know where to start, this is the place, definitely.
Hi, welcome to Garage Geek. I want to thank my guest host, Feeling Supersonic. So, Feeling Supersonic really, really strongly recommended this album called Time. And based on his recommendation, he said, hey, anybody who's interested in hearing something in Serbian from Yugoslavia, this is the album where you should start. So when I heard that, I was like, wow, I really need to listen to this. And I'm glad I did. It's a great album. Now, it really sounds like it's from the 70s and it sounds like it's from the time period, but that's not a bad thing. I hear Iron Butterfly in this. So what you're going to hear on this album is you're going to hear a lot of instrumental parts. Some of them are slow, kind of, I wouldn't say proggy, but they are definitely like a little bit heavier instrumentals. And when he mentioned Deep Purple and albums like that, there are people who like those albums are going to like this album. This album does take a few listens until you like really get into it, but once you really listen to it, you're going to appreciate it. And I think the lead singer actually has a really nice voice. Now, of course, I have no idea what they're singing about, so I can't comment on the lyrics. I can only comment on the music. But this album really is a nice album. And I think if you give it a try, you're going to get a lot out of it. I know one YouTuber out there who would definitely like this album, and that would be Cosmic Vinyl. Brian at Cosmic Vinyl, I think, would really, really enjoy this album. It's right in his wheelhouse. It's got that kind of cosmic 70s sound that he's always reviewing albums about. So I wonder if he actually has this in his collection. So if you can, would you go check out this album, and definitely check out Feeling Supersonic's channel. I really like that he tells stories about his family and growing up, and that gives me a little bit of a window into his world. And for me, that's like the other side of the world, halfway around the world. So I'm definitely going to keep watching Feeling Supersonic's channel, because I like hearing about music from other countries and expanding my knowledge of music genres around the world. And I'm so glad that I now have this one that I can turn to. So again, I want to thank Feeling Supersonic for being my guest host on this VC Recommends I Listen chapter of Garage Geek. Thank you for your support.